Number 14. Monte Carlo. If you're into glitz and glamour, look no further than Monte Carlo, the major city in the tiny principality of Monaco. Monaco has always been known for these qualities, which reached new heights when its prince made Grace Kelly his princess. Sitting on the shores of the Mediterranean, Monte Carlo is known for fast car races and its elite casino. Take a walk along the harbor to see yachts that belong to the rich and famous. Number 13. Alhambra. The Alhambra is one of the great wonders of Spain. It's a gorgeous palace fortress complex that can be found in Granada in southern Spain's Andalusian province. This imposing complex started out as a small fortress in the late 9th century, though it was built on the ruins of a former Roman fortress. Taken over by Christian rulers, it is the site where Columbus got the go-ahead to discover the New World. The blending of architectural styles over the centuries is stunning. You'll find great art and grand gardens throughout. Number 12. Florence. If it weren't for Florence, the Renaissance might not have happened. Florence is generally credited with bringing Europe out of the Dark Ages with great artists like Michelangelo. You can see their works at the Uffizi Gallery or the Accademia that displays the original David. Eat a gelato while strolling the Ponte Vecchio that bridges the Arno River. Ogle the over-the-top riches of the Medici family at the Pitti Palace. Marvel at the early engineering that created the Great Duomo. This is Florence at its best. Number 11. London. English history buffs will have a field day in London. This city on the Thames is chock full of palaces, from Buckingham Palace to Hampton Court Palace. More a prison than a palace, the Tower of London is home to the crown jewels. And from Knightsbridge, don't forget to visit the magnificent food halls at Harrods or to Carnaby Street. The shopping is awesome. You can get around London quickly and efficiently by riding the famous tube. Number 10. Neuschwanstein Castle. Fairytale castle is a phrase that aptly describes Neuschwanstein Castle in the Bavarian Alps. The 19th century Romanesque revival castle looks like it just stepped out of a fairy tale. Some say Neuschwanstein provided the inspiration for the castle in Disney's Sleeping Beauty. The castle was built as a retreat for King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who viewed it as a romanticization of the Middle Ages. The castle was built of brick, then covered in rock, including the white limestone that is visible from afar. Number 9. Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a pleasant city marked by meandering canals lined with tall, narrow row houses. It is the city where Anne Frank kept her most famous diary, so visiting the house where she wrote it is a must. This Venice of the North also is a city of great art, beginning with the Rijksmuseum, home to great European masterpieces, Rembrandt's house, and the more modern Van Gogh Museum. Take a break from sightseeing to tour and sample Holland's beer at the Heineken Brewery. Number 8. Prague. Prague, with a long history of war and destruction, is considered one of the best places to visit in Europe. Despite devastation caused by World War II, Prague has a very nice old town that is worth more than a few hours of your time. Prague has many pedestrian zones, which make walking a delight as you wander by Prague Castle through the Jewish Quarter and over the Charles Bridge. Wenceslas Square, situated in the new town, hums with a vibrant nightlife and entertainment air. Number 7. Istanbul. Istanbul may be on the outer fringes of Europe, but well worth a visit when you're traveling abroad. Turkey's biggest city is a fascinating place, filled with rich history, colorful markets, and mosques. Top attractions include the Bosporus that separates Europe and Asia, the ecumenical Hagia Sophia that's been a Greek Orthodox Christian basilica, then an imperial mosque, and now a museum, and the 15th century Topkapi Palace, also a museum. Number 6. Fjord. When the summer heat of Europe gets you down, head to Norway with its pretty cool scenery. Fjord is a 9.3-mile-long fjord with crystal blue waters fed by picturesque cascading waterfalls. Take a sightseeing trip on a car ferry through the fjord, passing villages on the shores. Look out for the Seven Sisters of Suter waterfalls, so named because legend says he's trying to court the sisters. Also, look for Bridal Veil. When the light is right, it looks like a thin veil covering the rocks. Number 5. Barcelona. Founded by the Romans, Barcelona today is a bustling city on the Mediterranean Sea. As the capital of Catalonia, it is a powerhouse in the region. It is perhaps best known for the unusual buildings designed by the architect Antoni Gaudí. These landmark structures include La Sagrada Família, a church that's been under construction since 1892. You could build your entire visit around his buildings, but then you'd miss out on the other Barcelona delights, such as La Rambla, a popular pedestrian street in the central part of the city. Number 4. Dubrovnik. As European cities go, Dubrovnik isn't very big, but don't let its size deter you. This little jewel with less than 43,000 people is one of the most visited cities on the Mediterranean. Dubrovnik transports visitors back to a time when the fortified city was a major maritime power, commanding the third largest navy in the Mediterranean. As you wander the streets, you'll likely come across sculptures of Saint Vallejo, the city's patron saint whose life is celebrated every February. Number 3. Santorini. When it's time to sit back and relax, take yourself to Santorini, an island in the Aegean. Top travel magazines consider this a prime destination. Once there, you can't help but agree. The island has picture postcard villages, an active volcano, and stunning sunsets. Be sure to visit Vera, a village perched atop a cliff. You'll also want to sample wines, such as the dessert wine Vincianto, as well as the produce that is made sweeter and tastier because of the volcanic ash soil it grows in. Number 2. Paris. Songs lord Paris in the springtime, but any time of year is a good time to visit this riveting city on the River Seine. It's a city loaded to the brim with history, culture, great food, and high fashion. The iconic Eiffel Tower is one landmark you won't want to miss. The Louvre houses one of the greatest art collections in the world. Its great churches include Sacred Heart and Notre Dame. When it comes to opulence, there's Versailles with its famed Hall of Mirrors. Number 1. Rome. The ancient Romans established outposts as far away as Great Britain. They didn't ignore their home city, however, when it came to building great monuments. One must-see landmark is the Colosseum, an arena that could hold up to 80,000 people for gladiator contests. One of the biggest draws is a tiny country inside the city, the Vatican City, with its impressive St. Peter's Basilica with art provided by Michelangelo. Maybe you'll get a glimpse of the Pope at his Wednesday audiences.